All right, over here in the upper right, we have our first Terran player from the team OGS. Very good team, many good Terrans.
OGS SuperNova.
I think she actually has an American flag on the right part of her leg for those pants.
Huh.
I think so. I'm an observant person.
Happy
right?
4th of July to
Happy 4th of
Americans
July.
out there.
Yeah.
It's a 5th for us.
She's celebrating the 4th of July.
Well, actually, it's a 5th for them
freedom.
now, too.
Over here in the upper left, we have. Look out!
MVP Keen.
Wouldn't that be cool if that was Keen behind her going down the water slide?
Yeah, that'd be awesome, Keen, and he's like still in his pro gamer jacket and stuff.
He's all wet.
His like computer bag with his keyboard and headset is like soaking wet and can't work. He gets disqualified from the GSL.
Has to buy a new one.
Yep.
All right. So both players, Barracks first, and Keen throws up his gas. Will SuperNova go gas? We'll see in a moment here. Looks
Actually,
like
you
no.
know what? He's not.
He's going to expand.
He actually has the same build, well, similar openings for at least the start of this, for both Protoss and Terran.
Yes.
That's right.
Will he rush right into Siege Tank against Terran as well? Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. Could do anything.
I don't know.
It's up to him, not us. Should be up to us.
Should be. It's like all about us. Suddenly.
One day.
It's all about me.
One day I will rule the world, Tasis.
Whoa, look at this.
It's a very late gas.
Very late gas. That's curious.
Yeah, that's a bit
Huh.
peculiar. His opponent's going to scout exactly how late the gas is. You know, he might just be timing out something a little bit funny. Just might be getting that so that as he starts his command center, he'll be getting enough gas that he can like make a factory right away, something like that. We'll see. I think that as this mule starts gathering a lot of minerals, though, probably go command center anyways.
Yeah, probably.
Keen with the reactor. So very fast expansion for him as well.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused by SuperNova's build. It's just interesting to see him get a late gas, then take the gas, then get a little bit of a late command center. It's like he's doing two things at the same time that are both going to be later.
Actually, this is interesting. I see exactly what it is. He had it timed out perfectly that as the command center finishes, exactly when he reaches 100, or rather as it starts, and he reaches 100 gas, he has 200 minerals again for the factory. So it is a funny timing and everything, but, you know, he has it timed out pretty well. So.
Is it actually good, though? I mean, it just seems like you could actually just get a command center.
I am
and
all or nothing about this.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No, well, I mean...
I see what you're saying now, but...
my meaning of that is I'm a StarCraft 1 guy, man. You don't do builds like this.
Yeah.
But, you know, he has it timed out. He likes it. I bow to his build order.
It will give an unusual timing to everything he has, which might throw a player like MVP Keen up. MVP Keen is sort of the rookie in this group.
Yeah. And it looks like he's just going to go Marine Marauder for a little bit. Whereas SuperNova, are you teching up to Starport? Yeah, you are. Drops it down. Probably will see
he plops it.
Soon.
I guess only Zergus could plop things down. Drone plops down a hatchery. Terran drops down a factory.
Yeah. And SuperNova getting that rich geyser on the high ground. So he will be going for Banshee from here. In fact, getting his third gas right away as well. Well, it's going to be Banshee against Marine Marauder. What's up? Well, just Marines, I guess. Silly of me to say Marauder. It's dangerous to just make a Marauder in this matchup nowadays.
Yeah, well, they don't serve the same kind of function they used to anymore in this matchup. All right, he's getting blue. Flame Hellions now. I love this part of the song. Artos is giggling.
Yeah.
You can't hear him. He's got his big giggle face on. All right, so Tech Lab's coming out now.
All right, so I really want to see Mech out of SuperNova. I will have a happy night if well, it's already been a happy night, but it'll get happier. And in fact, he's actually with that Tech Lab to Starport making a medevac. That's cool. But I would love to see Mech play out of him, whereas MVP Keen is actually, with his combat shield, going to hit a timing here.
Now, this timing might actually screw up SuperNova's...
Think he'll screw up his build a bit?
It might.
Well, he has to take out the rocks before he goes, and Blue Flame will be done right around then. So, we'll see.
We'll see. Apparently, he doesn't think so.
He has to turn around, realizing, uh-oh, that is Death Alley right there, Tasteless. And it's time for a Blue Flame Hellion drop. Will Keen get back in time? Yes, with some of his Marines at least.
I think it's only, three
actually,
Blue Flame Hellions in there.
3 Blue Flame Hellions against 5 Combat Shield Marines.
Oh, man, it's a little bit sloppy there from SuperNova. Oh, I can't believe he's even going to go around this way. Nice block.
Ooh, kills off some SCVs with it, though.
Nice spreader. Look, it's really hard to kill off more than one SCV.
Ooh, very nice. Damages some Marines there as well. We take a look at the SCV count. Look at that. 7 workers killed against 0. 38 SCVs for SuperNova, 35 for Keen. So Keen's actually been really on top of that macro aspect.
And looks like we're going to have drop number 2 over here.
A Marine drop. And he's going mech. Oh, Tasteless, happy day. Happy, happy day.
Uh-oh, uh-oh! That was close.
Tasteless, why did you warn him? You were so loud. I think he heard you.
Uh-oh!
I was like, oh, Tasteless is worried. I better turn around.
Whenever I get excited, I sound a foghorn. Like,
look at this. 4 mules back here, Tasteless. Keen does not want to pull back.
well, this is just terrible by SuperNova.
You know, I applaud the effort, as long as he doesn't lose that medevac, because those Marines are pretty useless at this point. We saw SC Foyu in that first game of the night. He had 9 Marines or 10 Marines all game long that just ate up supply and didn't do anything when he was going mech.
He should have used those Marines and sent them to different expansions and stuff.
Yes.
It's like there's no other reason to have them out on the map. All right, so Keen, it's now his turn. He's done defending. And he's been much more infantry-heavy this game. Now, when SuperNova's in the tech switch, he's going to be a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I right or am I right? Hellion drop over here. Oh, man, it's a lot of SCVs you can get right now.
Oh,
nice shot.
Well, you know, just killing even a few can be quite worth it.
Now it's 50 SCVs here for SuperNova to 40 for Keen.
He's doing a good job of minimizing that. Does have a Raven out as well. I'm really liking SuperNova's play. He's taking his 3rd command center already. Just finished up.
He saw that the sensor tower was up, pulled it away. That Marine drop is only going to work with the element of surprise on his side.
Well, SuperNova, I applaud the strategy. The mech against this bionic heavy with siege tank play that we're seeing right here from Keen is definitely, if he maneuvers correctly, should win, as we've been seeing more and more and more in TBT. So, yeah, man.
All right, here we go. Another Hellion drop here. And I gotta say, Keen is starting to get a little bit weak on the defense of these.
Yeah, look at that. He's losing a lot of mining time. He does kill that off, but still lost some SCVs. It's 58 to 45 now. And
Keen is still the one with map control.
Keen continues to produce a lot of Marines. In fact, he's adding another reactor barracks instead of a tech lab one. He really should be going Marauders at this point to help deal with the really mech-heavy army of
Well, did he not have a scan in the main? I mean, you'd think he would know at this point in time there's so many siege tanks.
You would think that. He has no idea, though. He hasn't scanned it. He doesn't know about the factories at all. I think he's going to find out pretty quick here. SuperNova is looking very tight. Both players taking their 3rd bases at the same time. But he only has 2 siege tanks in this tiny contain of his.
Well, this is going to be a little bit tough for Keen. I think he was indeed a little bit unaware. The Hellion drops are somewhat of a give here, that it's like, wow, he must have factories he's using for quite a while now. He hasn't given up a tech lab for at least one of these barracks, you know, doing a tech build like what I'm doing, but we'll see. Small engagement over here.
And some Blue Flame Hellions
He's
spraying
got to
down
be careful.
some Marines.
Nice spread.
Got to be careful. Those Marines deal damage so quickly that the Hellions can die, even though they do a ton of damage themselves.
Vikings taking a peek over here. Got to be careful, though. Vikings, one of the slower air units in the game.
Quite true.
Ouch. Raven taking a lot of hits.
Raven, even slower than Vikings.
Yeah, that thing is slow. You have to make one of those things out of a snail shell. It's true.
Does that make it slow?
Because snails are slow, Artosis.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes from.
If there's a
Problem solved.
community pet in the Raven, it's probably a sloth.
Yeah, man.
Did you know if you keep your pet sloth at the wrong temperature, it will die of starvation because it can't digest its own food?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a true story.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess I have to go home and turn up the incubator and keep my pet sloth in.
Pet sloth would be pretty cool.
All right, Hellion's now out over here.
Now,
Going for this expansion. Oh, very nice. One Marauder here going to slow down this Hellion.
Yeah, man. Hellions,
And goodbye.
Marauders, and all of them
Totally
taken out.
denied.
The one thing I do have to give to Keen is he continues to produce siege tanks, and he has a decent amount on the high ground. He's got 5 on the high ground. He's got 3 sitting there for a reason I don't understand. Ah, there he goes. He's going to move those out. But anyways, he's got a pretty decent contain, because if you have this nice mobile Marine Marauder army and a good number of siege tanks containing mech, it's a lot harder for mech to push out. It will eventually happen, excuse me, but this will slow him down for a long time. What Keen needs to do here is start expanding more. He absolutely needs to start expanding more so that he can actually refill his army as the cost-efficient army of his opponent begins to barrel through.
Now, if you're the Keen army here, Marine Marauder, what you want to do is wait for that one moment where they've unsieged, dash in their stem, and shoot down as many tanks as possible.
Yeah,
and run for it.
Another way to deal with this, you get Banshees, and he is starting
Yes.
Banshee.
Banshees are quite good.
Because the Banshee has more range than the Marine, so you can actually micro it and move your siege tanks up.
But of course, there's a lot of Vikings here. I mean, you just shoot it down.
well, no, I mean SuperNova needs a Banshee.
Oh, I'm sorry.
To force those siege tanks to unsiege and move.
I thought you were talking about Keen. I was like, ooh, no.
No, not at all.
All right, now here would be a good moment. Nope, too late. Sieging up.
Oh, gotta be careful! And is Keen overcommitting here? He might be. In fact, I believe he did. He only killed off a couple siege tanks. Hellions don't matter to SuperNova at this point. Do not matter even a little bit. He just uses those as kind of buffers to deal some extra damage. And there we go. But the missile turret is up to help harass that a bit.
All right, one Marine does dash in here. There's just no way to get to that Banshee.
Killing off some medevacs. That's something that will make a difference in the
I
long
don't
run.
think Keen realized that he can't actually reach this.
Doesn't seem that
Yeah,
way.
it's just actually right outside the range.
It is indeed. SuperNova can continue to move up as more siege tanks are taken out. The missile turrets are a smart ad, though.
Oh, it's good. More siege tanks edging forward. This is not quite like our game where we saw Beyond against SC. I think the contained player, SuperNova, has a much better chance here.
Yeah, Keen's doing a great job with the contain. I mean, adding those turrets is it's brilliant.
Keen is also just now expanding.
Interesting point defense drone there. Stopping any Marauder shots. Very nice point defense drones. Those Marauders not doing any damage at all. Actually, those were awesome. Congratulations to SuperNova for that.
That was actually one of the best premature point defense drones I've seen.
Yeah, and now he's down to 1 medevac. He started his own Viking production because he kind of has to at this point against the Banshee. Just awesome, awesome, awesome.
Once again, this Banshee should be able to get a few snipes off over here. There you go.
Oh,
but in range of the turret, you need to be up just a little bit there.
Very smart move right now would be to upgrade turret range right now.
Oh, yeah, good call there.
That would be
Very good
insanely
call,
intelligent by
Artosis.
Keen, but I don't think anyone really thinks like that.
Well, it's hard to think like that in an actual game.
Yes. It's a strange circumstance. And look at that. That's the end of the medevacs, man. He is making a few more, but that's going to lower his Viking count.
SuperNova's pretty scary at this point in time. Keen has this kind of positional advantage, but I mean, look at all these siege tanks.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
And here we go. He had 25 siege tanks at the start of this battle against just 14. And he is starting to push through Taste, slowly but surely.
SuperNova's going to have to be incredibly patient during this push. It's kind of an uphill fight, but it's actually one he can win.
Absolutely, man. The siege tank numbers are what matters, and he's up to 22 siege tanks against 12 of his opponents, 70 SCVs against 69, but Keen does have the extra base.
Now, Keen needs to stop him for as long as possible from getting this additional base. He might even want to move his siege tank line out.
Yeah. He's got to be careful, though. If SuperNova switches directions and goes up the other side, things could go bad.
Then both scanning each other, hoping one player overextended or was late with his scan. 2 orbitals moving out now for SuperNova.
Yep. If you see on the minimap, a couple of them floating down. It's time for him to start taking more bases, as he knows. And he's playing a spectacular game, Tasteless. I no longer feel negatively about SuperNova's TBT. Congratulations, SuperNova. It's a great achievement.
It is. SuperNova's really pushing through here. Normally you don't see a Terran contain this long. He's doing this much of a good job. Nice snipe over Stim.
The Thor in there going to help out a lot against semi-Viking fights. But look at this. He is starting to expand where he is. He's got the +3 attack on his mech units. Almost, well, 3/3's on the way for Keen's Bionic, but again, the Bionic is becoming less and less useful as more siege tanks are brought into production.
Well, at this point in time, how many siege tanks are there? Let me check real fast. There's
21 to 16.
21 to 16. That's so many siege tanks.
Yeah, well, Keen has caught up quite well on that as well.
Oh, we're going to have a counterattack up here, though.
Oh, boy, this is actually really nicely done. There's only a handful of siege tanks here, and he will break through.
Beautiful. He says you can't be everywhere at once with that many siege tanks.
He's absolutely right.
He might even want to unsiege and dash down to the bottom now. I mean, Nova's contained. He has a large area to defend. Nova doesn't really have the luxury of being the aggressor here. He's sort of trying to slide through the defenses of SuperNova.
You know, I love that SuperNova's taking the bottom left as opposed to the easy fourth. The easy fourth is something he can have later in the game. Right now, secure some of these other bases that are going to be harder later to hold on to. We have a nuke on the way and a ghost as well. So this is actually great because nukes with a ghost launching them have sick range. So what you can do is you launch the nuke at the siege tanks, you make them unsiege and move back, then you unsiege and move up and cancel your nuke.
Yeah.
It's an amazingly good
just
move
like we
in
saw
TBT.
TLO do.
Yeah.
I miss TLO.
I do too.
He's one of the funniest
Everyone
circuit
misses
players.
TLO, man.
All right.
He's great. The nerds are like, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
You guys are right, Testosis. All right, he's taking a peek over here.
There we go.
Look at this.
Beautiful move here by Keen. Awesome.
I can only imagine the spike in the heart rate here.
Yeah, and as he does a siege forward.
Look at this.
That third baseman is going to be taken out in seconds. Oh, he doesn't keep targeting. It gets away. Excuse me.
Now he has to back up. He is not exactly in the best siege tank setup here. Another nuke on the way.
Really awesome play.
He did get in the lip, but here's the problem, Artos. Is actually Keen stopped growing a while ago. SuperNova has the bottom right side of the map.
Yeah, well, Keen actually made a big mistake a lot of people do. They're like, well, I just have so much. I just need to focus on attacking. You also need to throw down a command center at every location.
All right.
SuperNova punching through this small amount of siege tanks finally.
Oh, now would be a great time to attack if he just scanned. Oh, no, but he's siege tanking forward. Oh, another nuke. Another nuke. Oh, the Banshee's going to get him.
Really? Yes.
That was close.
The rest of Keen's units there are going to be absolutely destroyed.
Well, you know, here's the thing is SuperNova just had more stamina.
Yeah.
Keen sort of is like, I feel like Keen
Hold
has not actually accepted the fact that he's like way behind. He's like, no, I still got this contain in the middle. Well, not really, man. He's like, your opponent's worked all the way around this.
And it looks like, well, landing the Vikings, that was a terrible idea. Siege tanks of Keen take out quite a few right there.
Look, SuperNova, excuse me, needs to start attacking the bottom right. He cannot let this keep
Here
happening.
he goes up into the contain. And actually loses quite a bit. SuperNova getting a little bit too sloppy there. You have to be careful. The thing is that even though you have the better army overall, tempo is going to be on the Marine Marauder player's side.
Right.
If you lose a battle, he can reproduce a lot quicker. He can move around the map a lot quicker.
Really good point.
Yeah, he's much more mobile. You have to be very, very careful about that.
Well, look, man, I mean, here's the problem. I don't care about position anymore in this game. I mean, look at the map. SuperNova has so much.
Yeah, he's taken a lot of bases. He's put up a lot of great defenses everywhere. Keen finally has taken the bottom left, but it is way too late. He is not even maxed out at this point.
Yeah.
And he's got a ton of barracks, man.
Well, Artosis, I don't know what to say. I mean, he's continuing to edge forward here, but basically, the contain failed, guys. SuperNova managed to get control of the right side of the map. So SuperNova having the high ground here in the middle is annoying, but Keen spent so much money controlling the high ground in the middle that SuperNova took the whole map. Uh-oh, we got another nuke.
Decisive moves like this.
Where is it? Where is the nuke?
At the 4th location.
Fourth base. Fourth base.
Well, it didn't go off.
It didn't go up.
We did have a little sniping going on over there, though.
So, anyways, sorry we missed that, guys. That's too bad. But anyways, like
it was there.
It was there. It happened. Oh, that was a sad story for those SCVs. All right, so Keen again not able to defend his bottom up expansions. I think SuperNova might actually just starve Keen out.
Yeah, that's
actually not
what
a bad
we're
way
watching.
to do this.
Keen is barely mining at this point, Tasteless. Whereas SuperNova doing it well. SuperNova isn't mining a ton of minerals, but plenty of gas.
Here comes a big attack. Looks like he wants to try to cut the map in half here. SuperNova already prepared.
Launches a nuke and runs in. That's an interesting combination.
All right, well, this nuke will fall here. Meanwhile, the Marines and the Marauders move downward.
Well, this is actually a nice move now. Keen is moving down, and the nuke goes off.
Kills one tank.
Yep.
Now, down here, if we can get a battle at the middle right.
Now, Keen has actually removed some important siege tanks that were there, but there's suddenly a lot of Banshees in play with Cloak.
Well, here's another factor, Artosis. It's 188 supply for SuperNova.
Yeah, 106
and,
for Keen.
106 for Keen.
And the Cloaked Banshees now. This is very interesting. A lot of Cloaked Banshees here, but there is a Thor, which is quite good against them.
He scans and takes these Banshees out.
Wow.
The Planetary as well.
Can he kill the rest of the Banshees? You know, still getting some pretty good positioning for himself.
Keen is also double expanding at the bottom left.
SuperNova, though, he is
SuperNova
just about
way too
maxed. He's moving down the map. Keen was in a little bit better position here. Well, hold on. Here we go. A big attack coming in.
And this is pretty brutal here. He did cut SuperNova out for a little bit, but Keen's going to have to hang on here with about 91 supply at 175 while he takes the bottom left side of the map.
So SuperNova. Oh, he still has those two fully mining bases. Keen, he is starting to get some bases up. No SCVs at him, though.
Right, SuperNova's kind of cut the split here that Keen's had for a few minutes here. Looks like we got another attack over here in the middle right. Banshee's continuing to attack these siege tanks. Keen not moving them, too. He's going to scan here, though. But the siege tanks here will cover.
He's dead, man. I mean, he's just got nothing
Dude,
left.
yeah, he's down to 60 supply now.
He's got 25 SCVs.
And the SuperNova is on the verge of actually just rolling over this, moving across the map.
Yeah. You know, Keen did a great job considering he was going Marine Marauder tank against a mech user. You know, the nukes were beautiful and everything, but SuperNova was patient, didn't overextend, expanded when he needed to, and Keen made a huge mistake that a lot of people make when they're way far ahead. They're like, I don't need to make command centers everywhere. Actually, yeah, you do. You have to make them everywhere.
You can even slow down on SCVs, but still have a bunch of command centers.
Yeah, you got to be able to mine always, nonstop, constantly.
You know what's funny about this, Artosis? I don't think SuperNova has the slightest clue
that he's
actually this
already.
ahead.
Yeah,
I think it's because it's 184 supply to 53.
Yeah,
I think we're starting to see. Okay, now he knows. He just scanned everyone and said, "Wait a minute, there's nothing up here." And the reason why is that SuperNova has, Keen rather has just wasted all of his units and poorly managed attacks.
Yeah, you know, he just could not do any more. Does not have any more minerals to spend.
And we see SuperNova cautiously leapfrogging siege tanks forward, saying, "Am I really this ahead? I guess so. Looks like it, unless his army's hiding somewhere from me."
And we probably will be seeing GG any moment here.
Yeah.
Very little supply left over. He's making 6 Marauders, moving out with that little group right there. a bajillion siege tanks against that, and this is going to be the final battle. Goodbye, Keen. I'm sorry, but you will go to the up and down matches.
Yeah, I mean, Keen, it's interesting because you could tell he's really good, but there was just this huge error in his judgment of play in this matchup. I think he's so used to getting up good contains and just strangling his opponent out of the match.
Yeah.
But SuperNova just stayed alive no matter what. Beyond through nukes, through great contains.
Well, you had the air domination, you had more siege tanks, and that's what it comes down to. Dropping the mule, signifying the end of the game in his opinion.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to have to go on to our final game today with OGS SuperNova actually doing a great job against Keen. There it is, GG. Go.
All right. So, SuperNova still going to have a chance. Keen going down to the up and down matches. SuperNova against Hongen.
Yeah.
For the next spot in the
Let me
round
tell you,
of
so the
16.
SuperNova has had quite a day today. That was pretty exhausting, tearing.
Yes.
I think, there was a period of time where Keen was like, oh, we're both low on supply, but I have position. And actually, it's like, no, man, SuperNova's maxed out and has more SCVs than you.
He has everything going for him. Mech tasteless and
Mech,
just
man,
so
it's
happy
pretty good.
it's finally switching over.
All right. Well played there by SuperNova. He's got to be feeling good about that, but he lost a pretty straightforward game against Hongen. So we're going to have to see a better play style coming here from SuperNova against Hongen's incredibly eccentric style.
I'm excited to see what Hongen does. I hope he doesn't do what he did last game.
He probably won't. He'll probably do something different.
Probably won't just take all his units and give them away.
No. Oh, you mean against Nada? I think you meant against SuperNova.
Yeah. No.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think he approached Nada actually in a different way than SuperNova.
Yeah.
These guys are, they encounter each other on the ladder and in practice games, so they have a pretty good idea of what
Of course.
the other guy likes to open up with. All right, guys, we're going to have a 2-minute break here in just a little bit. So if you got to go wee-wee, now's the time to do it.
It is the time.
It's going to be Hongen against OGS SuperNova. As you can see, MVP Keen going down to the up and down matches. And, this is, I feel bad for MVP Keen, man. He's a good player.
Definitely is.
All right, 2-minute break, guys. Don't go too far away. We'll be back real soon here at the GSL.